Hello guys! Today I will be showing you how to make a good Orion drift profile picture. Yay! So, the first thing you're gonna need is Blender. I have Blender 3.6. Then you're gonna need the Orion drift rig. It's gonna be in my Discord. Alright, what you're gonna wanna do, just click on File and click on Open and then go to your rig. So I'm gonna pick number 3 because that's just the default one that I still have. Now, you're gonna see this. Yeah, now we're good. So you're gonna see this. I'm gonna put this down and this also. So you're gonna have this little drifter dude. Now, his eyes look really ugly in my opinion. So what we're gonna do, delete this, which makes them wide again. Then, go up, press this up. We click on the dude, so click on him. And then over here you have a lot of options. So first you should probably choose the color. So let's just go with my beautiful green. This is how you make it darker and lighter. And this is just a color changer. So I'll go with like a slightly dark green. Secondary color doesn't really do anything. I'll just put it to blue. And then the pattern color, we'll choose the color of your pattern. So let's just do like a bit darker. So you can choose out of the camo pattern, the fire pattern, and the tiger pattern. I'll go with the camo pattern for this one because it looks like Swiss cheese. I'm gonna Swiss cheese you. Then I recommend putting the metallic a little bit up because it makes it reflect the light more. This is the badge changer. So I don't think many of you guys will have the early access badge. So let's just change it to the rock climber or the slider badge or one of those. So yeah. I'm gonna change it to this one. Then the eyes, normally they are kind of like way more blue, and this is kind of white. So you can just go over here, eye color, and just make it go like a little bit more up. Looks better in my opinion. Then you can choose a triangle eyes, hexagon eyes, circle eyes. I'll just go with normal eyes because they look pretty good. You can also make them black or custom eyes, but I don't know how that works yet. I've yet to figure that out. Then you can change the emission strength. I'll just keep it like this because it's good. Then you have also secondary color. You can change it for how much it shows. So if you want like a second grade of green, like a third one, you can also just make this. Then you can change the name. I'll show you how, but I'm not gonna do it because it looks weird in profile pictures. But you can go into edit mode over here and just type it in. So I'll go with my username, Wingster lol, and my level, I don't know, I'll just go with 49. As you can see, it's not centered, so I'll just click this, then press G on your keyboard and just kind of place it where you think it should be. Now with this rig, I've noticed that there's no movement tools over here, or size tools, or rotate tools. So I just use the keyboard shortcuts, which are R for rotation, G for grabbing and moving, and S for sizing up. So I'll show you. R makes it go like this, Ctrl Z, undo. S makes it bigger and smaller, Ctrl Z, and then G makes it move. Same counts for this dude over here. Next up, we'll go with this. Also, if you want to move, just press shift and then your mouse scroll wheel and you can move it like this. Over here, G, and just make it go down and up. And you'll see over here, the number changes. Yay! So let's go with 99. Now I'll just remove this because it doesn't really look good, in my opinion, for profile pictures. But maybe you like it, you can choose. Alright, then if you want to pose your character, click on the little circle over here, or just any part of these little thingies. over here, click on object mode and change it to pose mode. Now you're in pose mode, so you can pose your dude. So the pose I'm gonna do for this one is just like a simple little profile picture pose. So I guess over here, go like in the upper mode and just make him look over here like this. Now we grab his arm, make it like a little over here. If you want to stop both arms from moving when you only move one, just click on this little X and that will change it. I think this already looks fine, but I want to move this one just like a little bit more. Yeah, I think this will look good on the profile picture. Now, let's say you want cosmetics on your character drifter guy. Go back to object mode, file, append, and then it should also be in my Discord. There will be Orion drift cosmetics.blend. So just click this, collection, and all this. Now they're all gonna be loaded in, but of course you don't want them all, because that's kind of not what you want. So I'm just gonna move them all. There you go. These are all the cosmetics in that little pack. Credits to this person, by the way, because he made them. Then you can just choose any you want. So I'll just go with this one, the supporter pack, I think it's called. You can just remove all of the other ones. There we go. So now you have a cosmetic. You can just grab it, put it over his hand like this. R for rotate. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. So now we have our guy. We're still in object mode. Click on Shift A, camera, and it'll be right here. Just go in like the upper view and click G just to move your camera. You can check how it looks. Move it a little bit up. Check how it looks. It's not looking at the camera. Move like over here. R for rotate, G for moving. It's getting closer. Click on output over here and move them both to 1920 or 1080, one of those two. Depends on what resolution you want. I probably recommend 1080, but because I'm not going to use it, I'll just for the better looks in the editing software. So it's getting closer, but still. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There you go. That looks pretty good. Now, click over here. So you get the lighting. It might be a little bit laggy like it is on my PC, but that's okay. You can see it's all dark. So, I'm gonna go back over here. Shift A, light area. Click on this and move it up. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Move it over here. R like this. Now we already have some lighting, like you can see over here. So now it looks like this. Now personally in my profile picture I have some colored lighting, so for that you're gonna want to go over here and you can change the color. So I personally have some blue and some red. But for the upper one, you should probably keep white. But for this one, on the side, you can definitely do some different colors. I think to contrast the green, we should probably do some red in here, but make it less vibrant. And then Ctrl C, Ctrl V, add another one, move it to the other side. Oh. And make it white. And now we're looking good. So just click over here, render, render image, kaboom! It's loading, but we're not done yet, not even close. Well, kind of close, but we're not close. So just wait till it fully renders. After a little while, it should look something like this, so there's no more weird looking lines anywhere. So I'll just smooth. Now you can just click image, save as, and just save it as however you want. Now go to Microsoft Edge, because for some reason Photopea doesn't work on Google Chrome anymore. So just search up Photopea. New project, YouTube profile. This is gonna be 1800 by 1800, but we want it to be 1500 by 1500. Create. File. Open and place. And just put in the picture you just made. It should fully adjust. Now click on select. Remove BG. You might have to watch an ad. Now it's processing. And it's fully good. You can click Alt and scroll in to zoom in. See if it looks good. If it doesn't look good, you can also go to pixelcut.ai. Now, go over here, blending options, bevel and emboss. You'll see some like lines. So it will make this darker and this lighter. But the angles are a bit weird. I like to do it from the top. So just go to angle and make it 90 degrees. Looks better in my opinion. Then make the size 10 and soften it till you barely see like a good line. Make it more like instead of this, it should look more like this. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, this looks pretty good. Alright, now that we have the bevel and emboss to get the smooth lining, texturing, all of that, we need to fit it to the picture, because right now it looks a little small. Size it. Oh, it's so laggy, what? I think this looks pretty good. Now we need to get a background. I think this one looks pretty good. So my computer is kind of in my language, so don't worry about it. We copy the image, we go back to our thingy, Ctrl V. Now it's in. Move it underneath and size it to be just as big as your thingy. Now we have this, and it already looks pretty good. but I still recommend some settings. We should probably make this slightly bigger. We're gonna move it to 16. We could add a drop shadow, but in my opinion it doesn't really look that much better. So I'll do it without it. Now personally I like to go to filter, sharpen, and I sharpen edges. It doesn't do much, but in my opinion it looks pretty good. Then I also like to add like a small dotted overlay. I already have the file, but you can just look it up, like V. Now this is kind of a personal preference thingy. So if you don't want this, that's fine. Put it on overlay and turn the opacity down to 30. Now, this is basically all you have to do for it to look good, in my opinion. You could still click on your guy, go to image, adjustments, and adjust the brightness and the saturation, just like 10 or something, maybe a little bit more. There we go. This looks nice. So that's it. That's the tutorial. If this helped you, subscribe. If this didn't help you, give me some tips or something. I don't know. Yeah, so that's all. Okay, bye.